Yo, what's going on, guys? I love you, Carson. You're watching Get Familiar with 31 Stacks, Trim, Mafia. Y'all know what it is, man. Stay tuned.
Oh man.
Get familiar, man. We got a lot of shit coming, man. We doing stuff different. We doing it different now, all right? Y'all stay tuned. 31K.
Yo, what up? It's your man 31 Stacks, and today we got our special guest.
Oh, my fault.
Nah, you good. So today we joined with ILY CARSN. Where you get that name from?
So, you know, the whole thing with the ILY stuff, it stands for I love you and I lost you for my grandma that passed away. And, you know, obviously I got that tatted on me in a couple different places. And it represents, you know, more than just music. You know, I feel like it stands for, you know, the whole group of people that, you know, support my music, family, friends, close loved ones, you know, just the whole movement. And honestly, like, it just kind of originated from my grandma passing away, you know. It's just like a way that I can remember her and to, you know, always have her be a part of me.
Yep,
so I kind of took that and try to build it, and like working on building it into a brand. You know, I do the clothing and stuff as well, you know, with the ILY branding. So it's kind of weird how it came together, but you know, it seems pretty fitting for, you know, the style of music and just kind of the whole image, you know, that I got going on.
No, for sure.
And just the whole movement, honestly.
No, that's dope that you're really basing that off the passion of your grandma. So I feel like that, you know, did the passion of your grandma, did that motivate you?
Yeah, a lot. You know, she was somebody that was, you know, anytime I was with her, anytime I went to her house, you know, that place felt like home. So a lot of the times when I'm making music, you know, and, you know, I see little signs out in the world, you know, as I go throughout my day, like every time I see, you know, 333 and stuff like that, you know, I see it as, you know, whenever I do see it, I see it as like my grandma talking to me or communicating to me. And it's, you know, it's like almost all my songs in a way, it's almost like a tribute, you know, because I know she's in tune with what I got going on down here. I know she's watching over me, and I know that she's a part of this whole process. So it's just kind of special, you know, it's different, you know.
Word. So what was life like before the NASCAR, before the music?
Pretty typical. So so like around 15, you know, 16, I didn't really have like a typical job, you know. Obviously I was running around in the streets, you know, trying to make money the quicker way. And then I got sent away for like 10 and a half months when I was 16. So
What was that charge for?
we got caught with a bunch of Xanax.
What?
Yeah, so that kind of, you know, put my whole life on a hold, you know. At that time I was playing soccer. I was a freshman in high school. You know, just didn't really know which path I was going to take in life, but I felt like, you know, I was like going somewhere with it, you know. So that kind of just put like a screeching halt to, like, you know, everything in life, you know. And now I'm out in this place in the middle of, you know, Bonifay, Florida, with swamps around me and alligators, you know, in a jumpsuit, like, sheesh, you know, making one phone call a week and all that stuff. So
Yeah, so what you learned in jail, man, like being locked up, like what you learned for them 10 months?
Man, it was different, man. It was different, cause like, you know, it was like the staff and the people that were running it, you know, it's like all like ex-SWAT, ex-military people. So like, you know, these dudes like had like the authority to like put their hands on you, just throw you around and like get all up in your face. And like, you know, you can't do anything because, you know, if I buck up, or, you know, if I get angry or anything like that, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna start, you know, I'm either gonna get snatched up, you know what I'm saying, like where they grab you by your collar, throw you on the floor and stuff, you know, take away my one phone call that I do get, you know, a week, you know, and my one, you know, face-to-face visit a month. So like, genuinely, you know, I really learned how to just like keep my head down, yo, and like just literally roll with every punch that I was giving. You know what I'm saying? Like, there were so many situations, you know, where I was like, yo, like, screw this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm a young kid, still hot-headed, you know what I mean? So, like, I feel like it made me mature a lot because, you know, and I learned a lot of self-control, too, because there's a lot of things where I just wanted to, you know, lash out, you know, do all sorts of crazy stuff. But, like, I knew that was just going to make my time longer, you know?
I got you.
So.
Yeah, word. So, so how did you get into the NASCAR? You know what I'm saying? Like, coming from, you know, doing wild shit in the streets and, you know, all of that. What made you say, you know what, I want to start whipping these fast cars and all that type of dope shit?
So yeah, so like obviously, you know, that's a family thing. You know, that's what my family does for a living. And you know, I grew up around racing my whole life, whether it was, you know, motocross, stock cars, you know, basically any form of racing. I was around it. You know, and I always had my feet kind of dabbled into it. You know, I was racing at a young age. Started with motocross. You know, and then went to like Bandoleros and Legends cars, which are like faster go-karts, you know, on concrete, stuff like that. And, you know, that just progressed for a little bit, but then there was a time when I was about like 17, 18, you know, once I got out, you know, and I was kind of getting my feet back underneath me. You know, that whole time, that's like where, you know, I always knew I had a passion for music, so I kind of put a halt to the racing stuff for a bit. And, you know, kind of just went headfirst into the music scene and trying to do anything possible to, you know, make it happen.
Word.
And, you know, ever since then, you know, I've kind of tried to juggle, you know, the racing stuff with the music because, you know, I have passion and huge hunger for both of those things to be, you know, as successful as possible.
Word.
You know, and that's still kind of where I'm at today. You know, I'm still racing, you know, still making music and really trying to make something happen and do something completely different that, you know, no other race car driver is doing and also that no other, you know, artist is doing.
Word.
You know, at the same time, so.
Yeah, I mean, really, I was really about to ask you, you know, if you had to pick and choose between racing and music to go full throttle with, which would it be? But really, I don't want to ask that because I feel you can do both. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like you can finesse both. You can bring the race car world into the music industry, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like that'll also motivate a bunch of other racers who want to do music. Because if you think about it, it's a lot of basketball players and football players who want to rap or rap. Shaq dropped the album and went gold, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I feel like you can do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? With it. So, but with saying all of that shit, I'm gonna ask you anyway. If you had to, what you feel more passionate about, the music or the race car?
You know, it's funny because, like, you know, my mom, she's asked me that question a lot because, you know, my mom and my family can see it, you know, because regardless of, you know, what's right in front of me and that what might be the easiest path to take as far as, you know, almost guaranteed success in a career and, you know, seeing something long term as far as, you know, and steady income and stuff like that. You know, my mom was really asking, she's like, well, like, she's like, I think you like music more than racing. And it's like, you know, like I said, I have passion for both of them, but, you know, with the music stuff and the connection that I've like been able to feel and experience with, you know, my fans, and not even just fans, but like people that I consider family, you know, because a lot of my quote unquote fans, like, you know, I see as like brothers and sisters and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just different, you know, and I feel like when somebody listens to my music and they reach out to me, they're like, hey man, like I really relate to it or whatever, I feel like I have a bigger sense of purpose and I feel like I belong somewhere more than sometimes I do when I'm at the racetrack.
That's hard. Yeah, I respect that.
And, you know, and like, you know, obviously you know, the opportunity's still there, but, you know, the easy route would just be me going racing full time and trying to, you know, just be as successful with that as possible. But, you know, I'm still interested in trying to make this music thing happen with no connections, no phone calls to dad, no, you know what I mean? Like just
straight footwork and grind.
Yeah, like literally trying to make it happen, you know?
Yeah, I feel that.
And obviously my family supports me 110% with the music stuff and, you know, they're there for me, but, you know, I can hop in a race car and get something situated.
Get busy fast.
You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Being an artist, as an artist, what you feel like is the most important? What's the most important thing to being an artist?
I think building that connection with your fan base, and realizing, you know, and making it, you know, something bigger than just like myself, because it, you know, me, myself, and I isn't what's gonna make this thing happen. You know, me, myself, and I is not what's gonna put me on, you know, the Billboard charts and, you know, selling tapes and all that kind of stuff. You know, it's, for me, I think it's just gonna be the appreciation and also the process of making this bigger than myself and allowing people to realize, you know, that they're a part of this too, and like it's a whole movement.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, I fuck with that. So how long you been here in Atlanta?
About like 8 months.
8 months?
Yeah, like right on 8 months now.
All right, word. Can you name a couple rappers that you worked with down here so far?
Yeah, so
producers that you work with as well?
Yeah, so obviously I work with Digital Sauce regularly, of course. You?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, the whole Mafia team. Yeah, Evan at Digital Sauce. Worked with, you know, Metro Mars, Quelly. Got some stuff coming with Claudia. Gonna be doing stuff with Breadwinner Mike.
That's hard.
Just all sorts of people, you know, and you know, everything that we've made so far and also the stuff that we're planning on, it's hard.
That's what's up, man.
Hard and different too.
Nah,
it's different.
Sure. So let's talk about your project. What's the name of your project?
So we're not really too sure yet. You know, we've talked about School's Out, and we got a couple other ideas too. You know, I know, you know, School's Out, the one that we've kind of talked about in our team chat and stuff like that. But we'll have something official, you know, with the cover art out here soon.
Word.
So,
let me ask you this, man. What advice would you give to other artists out here trying to come up?
I'd say probably the biggest thing would be, at least this is what, you know, I struggled with, you know, at the early stages, and I'm still at the early stages of, you know, my music career. But I'd say doing what you think is best for yourself, regardless of what other people may think or say or judge, or what may. Don't worry about what you think will or will not be accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck what anybody else thinks. Like literally, you know what I'm saying? Like if you think it's cool and you think it's different or whatever, don't worry about what no one else is gonna say. Do it. Like literally, just do it. You know what I mean? Because like I know it's easy for me to get insecure about, you know, my image or, you know, what I'm trying to do, because I'm genuinely just a different person. And, you know, it's easy to, you know, overthink or to be like, oh, like, what if the people, man, fuck that shit, man, just do it.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that, man.
You said you got it all, why didn't show me what you're made of? Perfect with no flaws, you look better with no makeup. Oh, I can't take another breakup. Wish I had real friends, tired of the fake love. Fake love, fake love, fake love. Wish I had real friends, tired of the fake love. Fake love, fake love, fake love. Wish I had real friends, tired of the fake love. Another day, another makeup. Another fight, then we wake up. Said you right, then you changed up. I'm so damn tired of the fake love. Let's go all the way, don't wanna wait, don't run away. Let's go all the way, don't wanna wait, don't run away. Need you right here, not there, it's a nightmare, fly here. First class, put you right there, I care. I'll put a ring on your finger by the next year. Seen it all, baby, I ain't got no fear. You said you got it all, wait, just show me what you made of. Perfect with no flaws, you look better with no makeup. Oh, I can't take another breakup. Wish I had real friends, tired of the fake. You said you got it all, why didn't show me what you're made of?